It'll be Gavin Block jumping center against the 6'6 sophomore, Obadiah Church. Also Dalton Balster, Avery Pearl, Tavon Kincaid, Robert Stevens in the starting lineup. Gavin Block with the win of the tip. Railers going to the basket to our right in their road green uniforms. And the ball, they tried to get it, and Tyler Horsham had it go off of his shoulder, and just didn't look like there was much effort in trying to attempt to make that catch.
It looked like the Springfield guy had hit it, but the ref said no go, and the Senators get the ball back.
So quickly, the Railers with the turnover on their first possession. Springfield now with the ball in the front court. They get it over to Avery Pearl. Swinging around the perimeter to Dalton Balster. Inside, Stevens couldn't hang on to it. Goes right into the hands of the Railers' leading scorer, Max Cook, who quickly flips it over to Gavin Block. Went down the lane, was going to go for a layup. The lane closed up, and they kick it back around the perimeter. Todd Belsick on the right wing, tries to go baseline, kicks it back out to Max in the corner. 3 on the way. Hits the side of the backboard. That's no good. And we've got a foul being whistled on the Railers. First foul of the night is going to go against Bowlby, and Josh, we saw against Southeast last week how important early foul trouble can be for both teams, Bowlby being one that was in that foul trouble last week.
Yeah, just another silly foul. There's some fouls that Bowlby gets that are just silly. You know, there was a ball that was kind of on the ground, but Springfield clearly was going to gain possession, and then he reaches in and gets a kind of a cheap foul. And as critical as he is to this team, that those fouls are, we can't have those out of him.
Minute into the contest, still looking for our first points of the night. Inside. Turnaround, 14-footer by Pearl is no good. Rebound comes down to Bowlby for the Railers. Hand off to Block. Railers curl around top of the key. There's Gavin. Goes down the lane, now back out to Pod. Stopped at the free throw line, kick back out, retrieved by Gavin. On the right side, Bowlby is going to line up a 3. It's on the way, up and good. How many games in a row has we've started with a Bowlby 3?
Well, and it's because they don't know that. I don't think they know that he can shoot, and they have their big guy Obadiah Church coming out on him, and he doesn't think Bowlby can shoot, but he's been on fire lately.
Got to watch the 10-count. Senators are still in the backcourt. Balster, boy, they must have just broken the 10 count as Kincaid gets in there, and then they turn it over. 10.5 seconds to get it in the front court.
And then throw it away. But again, the Railer pressure picking them up. And I talked with Coach, and he thought we could pressure their guards. They're small in stature and not a lot of experience. So one of the things that Coach was working on was pressuring them.
Todd Belsick brings the dribble across. Now hands off to Max Cook. Cook watched by Stevens. Springfield man-to-man. Lob play from Max to Bowlby. Bowlby with a nice catch. The reverse up and good.
Nice set out of bounds play, or not out of bounds, but just a regular play, and lob to Bowlby right from Max, and you know how well Max can pass it.
Stevens ahead to Pearl over Block off the glass, up and good. Springfield on the board, 5-2 Railers, 5:40 to go first. Todd Belsick near the volleyball line. Crossover dribble, down the lane, nobody gets in his way, throws it off the glass, no good. Pearl with the rebound, kicks back to Stevens.
Yeah, good drive by Pod. He just saw big Obadiah Church coming at him and tried to throw it up over him, and it's one of those, not a block shot, but it's an altered shot.
Shades of Willie Wiley over the past 4 years. Balster hands to Pearl in the lane, 12-footer, left it off the front of the rim, and then Pearl's going to get whistled for coming over the back of Bowlby. Pearl's first on the Senators, 5:09 to go. Railers up 5-2. Railers 20 wins on the season, 30th time in school history that has happened. Backdoor cut. Pod lays it up and in on a nice bounce from Matt.
We saw Coach Greg Alexander run that several times, and then there that time the head man, the big guy, gets it ran and works it perfectly. Cook to Pod Belsick.
7-2. Church on the baseline, kicks back out to Kincaid. After the first couple possessions, Josh, the Railer offense looks like they're just checking things off their playlist. Okay, let's do this one, let's do this one, let's do this one. It's been working pretty well.
Yeah, it's tough to play us man because we've got so many backdoor plays. If you want to pressure us that much, and you almost can't zone us. We pass the ball so well with so many shooters.
On the sideline, Stevens stuck between Bowlby and Horsham. They get out it to Church. Senators over to Kincaid. I'd like to say Springfield's being patient, but the Railer defense is making them be patient.
I just don't think they can get a shot off right now.
Balster on the right side. Stevens looks to go baseline. Pull up from 17. That's going to be no good. Bowlby high for the board for the Railers. Up to Gavin. Gavin quickly into the front court for the Railers. Top of the key, looking for some help. Kicks it back to Bowlby. That's a little out of his range. Back rim, no good. Max comes flying in for the board. And then they pass it over to Ed, who lays it up and in. Timeout Springfield, just a 30, so we will keep it here. 3:43 to go. Railers on top, 9-2. Bowlby with 7 of those, and well, things are looking pretty good.
Well, we're just moving the ball on. We've seen this Railer team pass so well. There, Max gets an offensive rebound, gets the rebound, finds a cutting Bowlby, and Bowlby is a nice cleanup guy to pass to. He finishes well around the rim, and that time Max got him the ball right at the right time.
During the timeout, Joey Olden checks in for the Railers. Joey, the 5'11 junior, replacing Horsham. Not really anything Tyler did wrong. It's just that's about the time Joey usually comes in. And they thought the defense up at the guards was a little tough before. Now with Joey out there.
Yeah, it's really fast. It doesn't get any easier. That's a great thing. You bring in subs and you just don't miss a beat.
3.5 to go in the first quarter. It's Lincoln on top, 9-2. Kincaid back over to Balster. Balster drives down the lane, kicks out to Stevens on the left side. His 3 on the way, off the side of the rim, no good. Gavin grabs it, heads up court. Now he'll pull it back. Joey, Max, fakes the 3, drives down the lane over to Gavin, fakes one way then the other, tries to spin. Back to Max. Max fighting, hands over to Bowlby, down the baseline. Gavin right corner, 3 on the way, got it. When you pass the ball that well, it makes those shots so much easier.
Oh, and it looks so pretty too.
Railers already with a 10-point advantage with a chance to make it more as Springfield throws it into the bleachers. Connor Jacobs in, replacing Stevens. 2:43 to go. Max brings it into the front court for the Railers. Joey on the right wing. Gavin goes down the left side of the lane. Pod's going to go down the baseline. Kick back out to Gavin. Can Gavin hit 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Nice pass by Pod, too. Great penetration by Pod Belsic as he dribbles baseline. Usually we see him pass it baseline, but he kicked it back to right back to Gavin.
15-2. Well, Josh, we talked about the Railers getting off to a better start here than they did earlier this month earlier in January against Springfield. They had 17 at halftime. We've got 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the Railers are already up 15-2.
Yeah,
ball loose on the floor. There's Joey. He's got it. One-on-one, and again, he'll pull it back out. Bowlby, nice crisp pass to Max. Cutting
nice
to
pass.
Gavin, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, great pass by Max.
And another timeout's going to be taken by Springfield. They're taking time. We will as well. 1:51 to go in the first. Railers up 17-2. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer. He looked at him, and that was the first thing he said to him. How bad do you want to play?
Yeah, it's tough when your season's not going well, and then Lincoln comes in and is on fire right now. And their best player, Isaiah Nelson, has yet to see the court, so I'm figuring maybe I didn't see him in the score box score from last night either, so he may be in disciplinary or something.
Almost thrown away. Jacobs turns, fires a 3, missed it badly. Obadiah Church with the rebound over Podbelsic, and he grabbed the rebound, tried to put it up and in. Foul didn't go down, but Church will go to the line. He'll be shooting 2. Foul is going to be whistled on Cruz, and that'll be his first. Church at the line. First free throw on the way. He spins good. 17-3. Second one on the way. That one good as well. Railers up 17-4. Pod with 2. Gavin with 8. Bowlby with 7. And I'd have to say there really hasn't been a difficult shot in the bunch.
No, it's been pretty easy. Some nice wide open. That's a foul.
Podbelsic went up, had it stripped away. At least that's what they're indicating. Turnover by the Railers. Minute to go in the first quarter. Railers up by 13. Joey sticks his hand out, knocked it in the backcourt, and there's a 10 count. Good job by Joey. Just that one knockaway forced the 10 count. And so the Railer defense really giving Springfield a whole bunch of trouble.
Joey is, I talked to him yesterday, he was on this morning actually, he's on the cheap seats with us, and I just said, how confident right now are you with your arm? And he said, I'm back.
Horsham, after the out-of-bounds play, his three off the front of the rim, no good. Gavin with another strong rebound, kicks out to Joey. 50 seconds to go. Now to the Railers trying to hold for one. Pod brings it near center court. On the right side to Horsham, down on the corner to Gavin Block. Back on top to Cruz. Cutting Olden, being watched by Nelson. Pod's going to take it with the left hand, rejected away by Church. Nice defense by Springfield. They kick it ahead and they kick it away. Gavin flips it ahead to Will. Will lets Church go by, and Church is going to get whistled for the foul.
Like
I think we caught a break because Will's feet kind of slid about a foot and a half.
Yeah, looked like we were going to get called for the travel there, but the ref saw a little push by Obadiah Church, and Will did a good job of going up and faking. Last time he got blocked by Church, but he did a good job of getting him back up in the air.
Yeah, Will hasn't had much luck with Church down here on this end. Church was able to go over him for the rebound. He had his shot blocked earlier, but you know, that's one good thing. You don't get intimidated. You just keep going in there.
Yeah, you've got to. You can't be shy of going against anybody.
Backdoor from Joey to Will, who lays it up and in. And that's how this quarter will end. A very, very good, should we say, first quarter for Lincoln. At the end of one, it's Lincoln 19, Springfield 4. Back with the second quarter in a minute. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.